Earle Sport stacking up. Green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we stay making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports betting scholars. Yeah. It's R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle, and I'm joined here as always by my brother Tim. And today we get a big hockey slate, which is much better than the crap slate we had yesterday. But we made money off that slate, but it was still not a fun slate. But that's beyond the point. And we have a little bit. We have 4 games in the NBA, and we have 2 NFL games that we're going to be talking about as well.
NFL.
I typed up the game. I haven't bet either game yet, and I'm pissed because when I went to go bet that Baltimore-Pittsburgh game yesterday, it's down to a 3 now, and I want.
Yeah, I'm not touching that game.
Baltimore.
I have an idea for the for one of the games, but
yeah. So I'm probably gonna sit around and wait and hope that hook comes back with Baltimore and then bet Baltimore. I think it's the way I want to approach that game. But with that being said, before we get into today's games, we'll take a look at what happened yesterday. What went right, what went wrong in the world of sports betting. And basically, if this is for the second straight day in a row, as long as it didn't contain the big orange ball, it was fine. The big orange ball was annoying for the second day in a row. I only had one game that I focused on in college basketball, because, we had, 12 games yesterday, and the only one I had graded out well for me was Canisius, +3 and +125. They were within the number. They were going down to try to tie up the game late. They missed and foul with 1.7 seconds left. And Loyola Marymount made both of their free throws, and they didn't even attempt a shot after that. So that went 0-2. With the money line sprinkle there as well. And then for NBA, it was down 2 units in the NBA, 3 and 7. Definitely not the way I was expecting yesterday to go. I did get bailed out a little bit because I had one game marked a loser, and they came all the way back. We'll get into that. Pelicans -110 was a loser, but the Clippers team total under 115.5 was a winner. And I just bet the game the wrong way because I was trying to decide, because I knew the Clippers team total under was going to be a play. I was trying to decide between the Pelicans money line and the full game under. I should have just taken the full game under. It was a blowout win for the Clippers that they didn't manage to get 116 points in. So that was interesting there. The Rockets +3.5 and +140 was a mistake. They get blown out. I had a lot of blowout losers last night, or a couple blowout losers. The Magic first half +5, full game +210 was a loser, but full game +9.5 was a winner. Full game money line +335 was a winner. They beat the Denver Nuggets in Denver. So all of a sudden, this big home court advantage for Denver.
Nick, it was on the second leg of a back-to-back.
I know.
After a crazy game.
I'm just messing with you. And then the Golden State Warriors, I thought they were going to show up after.
Did they?
They won the game by 4 against Detroit. So
I knew it was good to stay off of them. I just couldn't trust them.
Yeah, so that was not what I was hoping for there, obviously. So overall, yesterday was a little bit down. I went 1-1 in the NHL, up 0.75 units. Had the quarter unit play on the Hurricanes Caps draw, and that was looking good. I believe with about 7 minutes left, that game was tied 2-2, and then Carolina scored 4 goals at the end.
Wait, 6-2. Oh, 6-2. Okay. Wow.
Yeah. So that was not particularly fun, but it is what it is. But I did have the Blackhawks +2.5, and they lose by 2. Bedard left a game in the first period. I'm hoping he's not out long term, because that'd be bad for the game if he is. But with that being said, it wasn't a good day yesterday. 4-10. down 2.03 units overall. But we're still up in 2024, and like to bounce back today.
5 days in the month of January, Nick. 5 straight profitable days on the site. And it didn't look like it was going to be and it always seems like this. It looks like, oh no, we're not gonna have a good day. We're not gonna have a good day. And all of a sudden I wake up to winner, and we end up having a profitable day. I'm like, what the heck? Well, we start off yesterday with the Pacers and the over. Well, the over is easy. Because the Pacers score 150 points yesterday, Nick, in a absolute blowout win. Although the over did hit with about 40 seconds to go. You had Chicago, nice winner there, plus 2.5. We had Canisius, which you already talked about. We had the Thunder Buddies, who hit underneath their beds. I had the Sixers, who got blown the fuck out by 26 points to the Knicks. Yeah, MVP, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The Knicks are legit.
How about Quinnipiac? They were down big at they were down 11 points at halftime. Rally back, win by 4, cover the 3.5. Beautiful. Pelicans can shove it. Illinois plus 10.5. They lose by 5. Close game there. Nice. I had Orlando plus 9.5. They covered. I did not expect them to win outright. But I will say the Nuggets did have a chance to win at the end. Missed shot that could have sent it to overtime. It is what it is. And I will say, apparently the refereeing was not good in that game because Paulo Banchero got 19 free throws, which is not bad. The Nuggets themselves got 19 free throws the entire game. So, yeah. And then Akron minus 9. Nice casher to end the night. We ended up going. We had 11 plays, lost 4 of them. So 7-4, up 2.75 units on the year. 39 and 27, up 2.64. Number 2 for the year on the Picks and Parleys website. Once again, shout out to Mr. Sean Higgs, who is a little over a unit ahead of us. Hopefully we can pass him today. Boy, do we have a shit ton of action today. $2,400 worth of action on the site. So let's get going. I'm excited. Hopefully it's a good day.
Well, yeah.
What's up, brothers? 4-1 yesterday, including Flyers draw. Nice. Only loss was the 76ers. Yeah, I had them too. Big orange ball, smack the yeah. I mean, college basketball is good. NBA was not. Morning, gentlemen. Good morning. Should have did Cavaliers alternative minus 14.5 instead of 10, considering they beat the Wizards Wednesday by 39. Just because they beat them by a lot on one day. But, no, I understand that. 76ers got their butts kicked. Yep, that Nuggets game was tough. Got a push. Magic third quarter. Nuggets won. Nuggets minus 110 live missed. Dang. Not 4-1. I'm at 5-1. Flyers was 2 days ago. Gotcha. Morning, fam. Good morning, Markel. Fading Canes after that game. Let's go Blues in the under. Oh, you.
I am definitely look, especially with who's projected at goaltender. Ronta.
I'm on the Canes. You already know Nashville money line over in the draw. I didn't. That's the one hockey game I did not touch today.
I don't know what to do with that kick. That
Pacers. Yeah, Pacers and over. Never in doubt. Love it. I'm on the Sixers. All I'm on is the Sixers first half and first quarter after that performance last night. I'll be brief with the NBA because there's 4 games. I'm on one play, and that's it. And you guys can probably guess what it is because the Pacers play today.
Oh, I'm shocked.
Give me the terrible towels today. I don't know. I feel like the Ravens win. But
it's a must-win game for the Steelers. The game means nothing for Baltimore.
So that means Ravens.
The Ravens win. Yeah.
Okay. Hear me out because I know we're going to talk about it tomorrow. I want to fade all the win and get in teams.
I would love to fade the win and get in teams.
Like that's what I'm going to do tomorrow.
Into the line. Absolutely, I would love to.
That's what I'm going to. That's what I'm going to do this weekend, Nick. So Ravens, Panthers, Can't really. Tennessee, Washington,
Yes.
Arizona,
Love the Titans.
the Giants, the Bears.
Winning, get in, or
And-
winning and get a division too. Like the Eagles, that counts
Yeah.
because the Eagles need a win and a Cowboys loss.
Yeah, but I'm still gonna bet the Giants. And then the only one that's not fade the win in is I'm gonna be betting Buffalo. So
I don't like Buffalo's. We'll get into that tomorrow, but I don't like Buffalo this week. I think I'm going to be on Miami.
So you like the Ravens today? I feel like if at that 3 number, it's money line.
I'm thinking about just taking Ravens money line at plus 155. At this point, I've missed my line on the 3 and a hook.
And then I like the Colts today, but
I'm gonna sit around and hope that 3 and a hook comes back, but I'm definitely not paying 140 for it. Because if it stays like that, 145 for the Ravens, I might just take the money line and move on.
I'm starting to see some 2.5, so grab it now.
Fuck. Okay, yeah. It's been a lot of love for, and we'll get into that game when we get into football. So
okay, let's jump into
football.
Probably
make a move on it then.
Can we jump into football first today?
Yeah, we can do. I'll move those games up.
Ventura Legacy game. Gross. I went over in the Celtics too. Sorry too. Hey, me too. Let's cash wins. Let's do it. Money line. Hold up. That QB for Ravens is decent though.
Yes, we'll get into all that.
Under. Don't want anything to do with sides. Fair. Yep, I'm taking dogs tomorrow. I don't care if it loses. Do you know who's resting for the Ravens? Probably most of their starters, but I don't really care. I'm on the Panthers and Commanders tomorrow. Yes. Panthers outright tomorrow. There you go. Panthers outright to kill my Buccaneers division ticket. It is square play, but the Steelers' run game has been elite the last 2 weeks, and the Ravens won't be have playmakers to take the lead. Now, I will say, you know who's playing for the Ravens today? People who are playing for their jobs next year. People who are fighting to stay on the team. So keep that in mind. What's the quarterback record as a dog? I don't know that off the top of my head. Yo. It's Mr. Joe Kryptonite in the chat. And yes, let's go Colts today. Well, Nick, let's start off with the NFL, we'll start.
I haven't made a move on any NFL games this week. This is a tough week, and this is definitely a week where I'd say take it easy, guys, because it's and I index these games and all that. Why? I'm probably not going to read too much into my indexes, especially with all the rested players, because we'll get into that when I tell you what this game is indexed for with a completely healthy Baltimore squad. Because this line opened up at a -4 for Pittsburgh. The look-ahead line on the 31st. So it opened up -4 for Pittsburgh. It went down to a 4, down to a 3.5, and down to a 3. At this point, I mean, I completely missed out on anything Baltimore related, I think. And we have then this line opened up at 37. It's down to a 34. So we've had this line move 3 points to the over, 3 points towards the under, and we have this line move towards the Baltimore Ravens. 73% of the tickets, 95% of the cash is on Baltimore. And the lines move towards them. And then we have 71% of the tickets, 83% of the cash is on the under. The lines move towards it there. As mentioned before, I did index these games, and not only are the Baltimore Ravens the best the highest valued game on the slate, they are the highest valued projection game of the year for me when I projected out the numbers, even at 3. Why? Because obviously Lamar Jackson's not playing. They're resting starters. I need to take a look at who's playing, who's not playing for Baltimore. And when Tim breaks that down, I'll probably get up that information. But fully healthy, I have this game at Baltimore -12. There's 15 points of value on Baltimore if everybody was playing. Here's the question: how much of a downgrade is all these starters out? It's the ultimate question you have to ask yourself. So for me, I haven't made a play in this game. If they give me 13, all right, give me 3.5. If they give me 3.5 again, I'll take some Baltimore. But at 3, I'm not interested. Because most likely no Lamar Jackson, no Odell Beckham, no Malik Harrison, no Marlon Humphrey, no Darrell Worthy, no Kevin Zeitler, and there's probably other players that are not listed here. So they're going to be without. Probably Zay Flowers might be sitting as well. Well, you got to keep in mind they can only bring up a couple practice squad players, so there will be some starters out there who will be on a snap count. If they can give me 3.5 again, I will be interested in the Baltimore Ravens. At 3, it's enough for me to leave the game alone because this is Baltimore and Pittsburgh we're talking about. It doesn't matter who's playing. It's always a 3-point game. So I think the +3 pushes in this game. So I'm going to stay off for right now. I wanted Baltimore. It'd be Baltimore or nothing. I would look towards the +145. But it's just not enough for me to get involved.
Hard for the +3 to push when the Ravens win the game outright. So I got the Ravens today. And it's going to go into, and this is going to be part of, I'm going to call it the system play for Week 18 now, is any win-in teams. I know the Steelers need to have the Bills. I don't care. They're still a win-in. For me, they don't know what's going to happen, so they need to win this game. If you need to win this game for something, I'm fading you. And Pittsburgh's going to be the first one up on that list. Now, the next game, both teams need to win, so it's not really – you can't really go back and forth with that one. But this one, Ravens +141, outright winner.
I will have some action here on the Ravens, and here's how I'm going to have them right now. I've only submitted 3 out of 5, and I'm obviously way out of this contest. But why does it have it click twice? I don't want the Ravens click twice for this contest. But I'm going to have the Ravens +4 on the Pub Sports Radio contest.
I am not going to have anything today. I will say my 5 plays, and the whole goal for me, I'm out of the money. I'm not gonna money. Last week's 2 and 3 week completely killed that. If I could have gone 4 and 1 last week, I would be in consideration. But no, I'm 42, 40, and 3. So I'm over 500. My goal this week is to finish over 500. And I'm trying to pull it up, but I have to log in. I end up going this week with, and I think I might change one of them. I'm going to take out New England because originally I had New England in there against the Jets. I'm going to actually go ahead and put in the Titans. I'm going to have the Titans, Bears, Giants, Cardinals, Bills. So that's what I'm going to be running for this week. So I'm actually going to go take out the Patriots and going to put in the Titans. And we're going to save that, and we'll be good to go. Submit picks. Right on. Let's roll. Milwaukee. Okay, let's go pull up this game on the spreadsheet. Milwaukee versus Detroit Mercy. It's up to an 8.5 now. At that number, it's kind of a lean towards Detroit Mercy at 8.5. Here to handicap. Let's do it, occupancy. Yes, I would like the Bucks to lose to cash my Saints division ticket, LOL, +600 and +375. Of course, we have to win first. I think the Falcons probably win that game, although I'm not betting it. They are the handicapped. That was almost English. Are they going to fix? No games are fixed. I don't want to hear that. I also took a Eagles division future at +800. They have to win, but correlated with Commanders +600 would be nice tomorrow. I'll be on the Commanders +13.5. I will not be on their money line. ESB, do you have any action for the FCS Championship, South Dakota, Montana? Nick?
I lean towards the dog at plus 12.5. My number had that game around 11.5. So I did not bet it, but it would be the dog for me.
Those are basketball school occupancy. Morning, guys. Good morning, Michael Bueno. Morning, Fernando. Supness to Lex. These Week 18 games are going to be tricky, yes. Here for the NHL, the NF. Okay. We're not
National
doing
Fixed League.
Morning, gents. I can't believe I bet on the Lakers yesterday. UConn plus 150. Blackhawks first period. Big winners. Nice, dude. I have a DraftKings plus 25.5 boost today. What bet do y'all like the most? God, we have a lot. Give me the Gators.
Give me the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Give me the Gators. Florida Gators in Florida Gators.
And we'll get into that in a little bit with
George Mason. What do we got for George Mason? We have that game at an 8.5. So that one's just not even a half-point lead towards a side. So losing money then. What are you losing money on, dude? Sharks money line first period and full game looks really nice tonight. I'm that is against the Leafs. No, I'm on the Leafs. I'm just saying here. I'm just saying. Just saying I'm here. Let our plays be money. And real deal. Let's go Buffalo.
No Sabres money line. No Sabres.
Nick, shut up. You're taking out the Patriots for the Titans. Yes, I am. Yes, I did. If they start the rookie, it'd be interesting. It'd be more interesting. It could be. For they start the rookie. For what? Oh, for the Sharks. I'm guessing. No. Maybe.
Yeah, I projected Kokkinen for that game. But
all right, other NFL game, which the winner of this game gets at least a wild card, and if the Titans can beat the Jaguars tomorrow, could win the division. So it's a big game. The losers eliminated.
And this line opened up at a pick'em, and it's now Houston -2. Line opened up at a 47. It's up to a 47.5. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this game. 81% of the tickets and 71% of the cash is on these Texans. The line has moved 2 points, so the market's showing concern here. And then we have 60% of the tickets, 58% of cash on the over. The line has moved towards the over here in this spot. This is one game where my projections actually can probably be fine. Where I have the Colts as a 1-point favorite. So seeing this line move the way it has gets me a little bit interested in Indianapolis in this spot. And I mean, maybe if you want to get involved with Indianapolis here, one way to do it is tagging them up with the Ravens and getting up and over the touchdown. I think we're just getting more value here with the public betting the Texans in this spot. And the more and more I look at it, the more and more I'm interested in Indianapolis in this game just to win this game outright. If I'm looking to bet this, I'm not taking +2. I just take the plus 115 in this game. I think I might be on Indianapolis in this spot. When I look at this game, and I might just. Do you just take both dogs today on the money line and hope one wins?
That's what I did.
It's kind of what I'm thinking as well in this spot for the NFL, and I think that may just be where I go. It's just take Ravens money line, Colts money line, and move on. Your thoughts here? I think I'm going to pull the trigger on the Colts here at plus 115.
Yeah, you know I'm on the Colts. I've liked the Colts for this year. I said the Colts had a shot to win the division, and boom, it's right here. And I think they win the division because I will be on Tennessee. So, yeah, I'm taking both dogs, hoping at least one of them cashes. I think both of them cash. So I may end up putting up the Colts as well on the site. Do you like – is that something that – I wasn't really paying attention all that much. I was scrolling through Twitter.
I've moved on them. I'm going to be on both dogs today. I took the Ravens plus 145, Colts plus 115. I'm on both dogs, hoping one wins.
Sounds good.
That's the way I'll approach this game here.
All right, and that's
With
the last play we're putting up on the site.
With the wrong team being favored. So on both dogs, no points, just money line. Just win the game. Just win the game.
Me too. That's what I'm on.
Both home dogs too.
I'm on the north side of Indy, and it will be we'll be at the Colts game today. Fam has season tickets. The Colts line is scary to me, though. Books respect the Colts money. You know, Taylor over 150 rushing yards. I can see that. Shroud legacy game. F Minshew magic. No.
Ouch.
Colts money line for the 25% boost. They already beat them comfortably, and there's less tickets than less cash than tickets on Texans. There you go. Texans under 1.5 touchdowns. Sure. I'm worried that those that do fix games will like to promote. No, come on. Let's not be stupid here saying that games are fixed. Early hockey.
Yes, I've moved on this game here. Let's get into it. Calgary Flames and the Philadelphia Flyers with this game being a pick of minus 110 on both sides. Total 6 in this game. Let's get up let me switch from football to hockey. And let's get into this game here for the line history. If it'll load, that'll be nice. Let's switch over my Action Network as well. There we go. And here we go. With this line opening on Bet Online at minus 107 for Calgary to 106, the line's moved a penny. And this line opened up at a 6 at plus 104. It's now a 6 at even money. So it's a slight move towards the over, and it's a 1 cent line movement towards the towards the Flyers. We have 36% of the tickets, 82% of the cash is on the Flames. So the big bet's coming in on the Flames. 4,000 tickets are on this game already. So bigger money coming in on this one here on the Flames. And I 100% agree with that. And then we have 48% of the tickets, 96% of the cash on the under. Yet this line's moved up, which is kind of interesting with that. And I have this game projected for around 5.7 goals, so I do lean under in this game. But I have this game projected with the Flames around 130 favorites, and I'm going to continue to bet like this with the Philadelphia Flyers because I think that when we look at the Philadelphia Flyers here, the fact that they have started with the record they have of 19-13-6, that they are going to be overpriced in the market. And we've been doing the last few games with them. We had Philadelphia, or we had Columbus against Philadelphia last game as a big dog. We were leaning Edmonton. I wish I pulled the trigger on Edmonton. I believe we had Calgary against Philly the last time these two teams played. These two teams played on Christmas Eve, but not Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve. And then they played on the we also had I had the draw in that Kraken game, which came through because the Flyers lost in overtime. But this is where the Flyers start to drop out. And I'm on the Calgary Flames confidently. This is the Flames team I've made some money with recently. I had them against Nashville. I had them against Minnesota. I had them against Philly. They've won 3 in a row, and they've really started to turn things around, and they've won 6 of 8. This is a Flames team that is starting to play better hockey. All of a sudden, they're not far out of a wild card spot. I think the Flames are bet on, and I think the Flyers are bet against, which makes this a pretty simple Flame spot for me. So Flames money line for me. I think we start to see regression here for the Flyers. They're not as good as the record indicates, and I think we're going to have a lot of money to be made betting against the Flyers in the second half of the season. You're muted. dumbass.
Sorry. Calgary Flames to make the playoffs, plus 175.
I don't know about make the playoffs because there's other teams I like in the West better. They're just playing good hockey right now.
Sabres to make the playoffs, 8-1. Anyways,
No.
I'm on the Flames today. I got their money line minus 110. And I'm not going to deep dive into each one of these games because there's a lot of games today. I'm just going to give out what I got. And I took Kadri for an assist and Coleman for a goal. Let me pull up what they've done so far because I believe Kadri leads the team in assists, if I remember right. Let's pull it up. Kadri is second on the team with assists, 1 assist behind Lindholm. And then Coleman leads the team with goals. So I did those two guys for player props. Plus 180 for Kadri, plus 225 for Coleman to score a goal today, Nick.
Coleman. Interesting look.
NHL, yes. Some outcomes are fixed, not all. No, stop it. Cameron, stop it. Don't influence people. Flames money line and draw. I don't think you're seeing a draw today. I would lean towards Flames puck line. Under 6.5. I could see it under. Or 5.5. Also leaning Flames. Confident Flames. Yes, sir. Yes, I like the Flames today. I like something in this game too. I actually like 4 things in this game.
Yes. And I'm trying to decide whether or not I'm going to have futures on this team with the Florida Panthers. I would very much like to have Stanley Cup futures and divisional futures with these Florida Panthers here.
Let's get it. Hold on, Nick. Do you want futures for them? Panthers to win the Atlantic plus 225.
Yep.
To win the conference 650.
Yep.
To win the cup 12-1. And to win the President's Trophy 12-1.
I don't hate that. I would prefer.
How are the Oilers still 40-1 to win the President's Trophy?
Because they're the Oilers. Let's get into it though. This line opened up at a 133. It's down to a 118. So a 14-cent line movement towards the Panthers in this game. And the line opened up at a 6 minus 115. It's now a 6 minus 125. So it's a move towards the over. It's a move towards the Panthers here in this spot. 73% of the tickets, 98% of the cash is on the Avalanche. And the line's moving towards the Panthers. 82% of the tickets, 79% of the cash is on the over. And this does have 5,500 tickets tracked for this. So it's not like a usual hockey game that has 1,800 to 2,200 or something like that. We actually have an okay sample size here. And I'm going to say this again, because I said this last game before they went into Vegas and won 4-1. Granted, Vegas has been sputtering as of late. The Florida Panthers are the best team in hockey. They're the best team in hockey. Statistically, not record-wise, but statistically, when you look at their advanced analytics, their expected goals for, their expected goals against, and all those things along those lines, they are the best team in hockey. And I want to be invested in them most every game. Now, I know they're not going to win every game, but they're a team that you're going to make a lot of money with down the stretch. And there's 2 options when I'm looking at a side in the Panthers game. You bet the Florida Panthers, or you don't bet the game. I think that the Panthers are that type of hockey team right now where there is no value going against them at the moment, and I'm going to continue to bet on them until proven otherwise. So I'm on the Florida Panthers here. I got them at even money. I wish I got them at a better price. But as a dog, give me the Florida Panthers here.
Yeah, I'm on the Panthers. I got plus 120. And then I got 3 player props for you. Because one guy is having a career year right now for the Florida Panthers, Nick. And that is?
Carter Verhaeghe?
Well, Verhaeghe's the second guy I have, plus 180. I was going to go with Reinhart.
Yeah, Sammy Reinhart.
Sammy
Reinhart.
Yeah, he's got 25 goals this year, so I took him plus 155 for Verhaeghe, and then I can't leave him off because if I do, and he scores, I'm gonna kick myself because I've been betting him pretty much every single game. There's a guy named Nathan McKinnon. on the Colorado Avalanche, who has 22 goals, and he's plus 105 to score a goal today.
Yeah, that guy's pretty good.
I will take props against my bets because they've had before. I remember one time I had wild puck line, and then Patrick Kane to score for the Red Wings, and both of them hit. So it is possible to hit both sides of player props and a side. Panthers, Reinhart, Verhaeghe, McKinnon.
Here you go.
Over in the Avs game, I could see the over. 3-1 type of game in the Flames. I could see that too. Cats in the over. I like the Cats. Avalanche are 16-4 at home. Good for them. While 12-7-2 on the road for Florida.
Yeah,
grabbing Florida today. Would you grab Iowa over today versus Rutgers? I will say, would you take Iowa? Oh, Iowa today versus Rutgers. And then you're also asking for the over. We don't really bet totals that much. And then Iowa versus Rutgers, half a point lean towards Iowa, but not enough for us to bet the game. Yes, Reinhardt's been good. Man, I was leading Avalanche last night. I got you. If you're going to bet the Avalanche, bet their puck line, though. I will say that. All right, Nick, I probably have one of the most squarest plays ever in this game.
Yeah. The Hughes parlay.
Hughes, and Hughes. Anytime point parlay plus 300. But we got to keep in mind the Devils Hughes, the big Devils Hughes, is questionable tonight.
Okay.
Because he got hit last night.
We got the Hughes Bowl. Vancouver Canucks taking on the New Jersey Devils in this spot here. Did I type these numbers in wrong, or are these actually right? They're right. Wow. I have this game projected pretty low. This may be an underplay. We have this game opened up with the New Jersey Devils, as if it will click here. Click. There we go. New Jersey opened up at 125. They're down to a 108. So it's a big line movement here towards the Vancouver Canucks. Line opened up at a 6.5 minus 125. It's a 6.5 at minus 115. So it moved towards the under here as well. So I kind of agree with this line movement towards the under, even though 85% of the tickets, 83% of the cash is on the over. The lines move towards the under. And my numbers project for an under. I'm probably going to be on the under in this game. And then we have 19% of the tickets and 75% of the cash is on the Devils. We get this lines move pretty dramatically towards the Canucks in this game. I'm projecting Nico Dawes in net for the New Jersey Devils with Vitek Vanacek going last night, and then Thatcher Demko on the other side. I want to back an under. Both these teams, when you look at their advanced analytics, under. Like they're not putting up many expected goals. They're not giving up many expected goals. I think that's going to lead to me betting an under in this game, under 6.5 at minus 105. Which sounds crazy for a Devils game to be betting an under. I'm going to take a shot here, especially with it being a little. No, this is not an early game, but everything for me is pointing towards an under in this game, and I'm going to take a shot here. Under 6.5 minus 105.
I was actually on the over, but I will say I kind of lean Vancouver, and I'm on the Hughes anytime point parlay. That is a plus 300. We'll see how that goes. It's always fun. I remember the last time the Hughes brothers played against each other, all of them got on the scoreboard or scorecard. So interesting to see there. But I will be on that Hughes parlay and the over. Kind of quick. Real quick, I was scrolling through Twitter. I saw something. Do you know who currently is the best team in hockey?
Canucks.
The Winnipeg Jets.
Yeah.
The Winnipeg Jets have 54 points.
Yep.
They are number one in hockey.
Yep.
What?
Yep. They've been good this year. Connor
Yeah,
Hellebuck's your best
but-
trophy winner right now.
What the hell? 25, 9, and 4. So 4 overtime, but 54 points with 38 games played.
Yeah.
Wow. Impressive. That's impressive to see. And I just want to point out that oh, never mind. Never mind. Let's head back to the chat. Vancouver and Reg last night plus 155. Sure. Nichushkin on fire. Nichushkin's
He's
on.
been good. Yeah, he's been really good. Calgary or Colorado.
I was about to say. Historically, Jersey owns Vancouver. Historically, Vancouver has been dog shit. Canucks first period. Canucks first period's a good look. Draw. I don't know if I see the draw on this one. Plus 340 for the draw. Hughes Bowl, pizza money on all three to get a point. I'm already on that. That's plus 300. This one should be fun, Nick.
Yeah, we have the Boston Bruins and the Tampa Bay Lightning. The Bruins minus 160 road favorites, or home favorites, my bad, home favorites in this game with a total of 6 in this spot. I have not moved on this game, and I don't know if I'm going to. I think this line, I believe I have this game capped pretty spot on there with this game. Let me get up the line history in this spot, which opened up 160 for Boston. I'm seeing 164 now on Bet Online, so a 4-cent line movement towards the Bruins. Line opened up at a 6 and minus 120. It's a 6 minus 118 now. It's a slight move towards the under in this game as well. We have 56% of the tickets, 99% of the cash is on the under. So obviously big bets coming in on the under. 78% of the tickets, 96% of the cash on the Bruins. The lines move slightly towards them. And I don't blame the people betting on the Bruins. This is a Tampa Bay Lightning team. They are coming in off of a win, but they played a beat-up Wild team, which I'm not overly impressed with. And on the road, I have no interest in the Lightning. And maybe this is, as Max Freely in the chat saying, a draw in this game. Maybe this could be a draw type of bet. But I haven't even looked at any draws for today's hockey card. I mean, this Calgary game could, maybe is a draw with the Flyers going to 5-10. But let's take a look at what these two teams have done. They've had a track history of going to overtime. 4 of the last 10 meetings between Boston and Tampa have gone to overtime, including the last one where the Lightning won 5-4. That was the game I believe the Lightning scored the Lightning's tied up the game with 5 seconds left and then won it at overtime. I was pissed because I had the Bruins. And then, right now, current form, neither team are going in overtime too much. Boston's had 7 straight regulation games, and the Lightning have gone to overtime only once out of the last 10 games. And that was on the 23rd against Washington. So I don't know if I would go to draw in this game. I mean, I would lean that way, but I'm not going to bet this game. It's a good game to watch because these are two teams that are going to be competing in the Atlantic Division. But no interest here for me. Maybe this is a first-round playoff series.
Draw.
Plus
Plus 345. And the under, 6.5 at minus 125. This is a playoff-style hockey game in this one. And I'm all over it. This should be a good game. If the Sabres game wasn't on, this would probably be the one that would go on the TV. But should be a really fun game going on tonight with these two guys. I'm expecting overtime. Overtime in the under. Give me a 2-2 game. Draw in the Boston game. Yes. Bet the draw last night. Boston-Tampa. Yes. Boston plays tight. Tampa puck line? No, not Tampa puck line. Oh, sorry. Tampa puck line would be plus 1.5. Sorry, yep. I'm not used to grabbing those. Sure, I think it's going to go to overtime. How about some doggies, Nick?
Yeah, and I'm on this game. I'm on the next. I bet the next 4 games. I think I have intentions on betting the 5th one too. Let's get into this one here. Let me get the right tab up because I have 800 tabs on my computer. But let's get into it here with the New York Rangers and the Montreal Canadiens. We have this line opened up at minus 201 for the Rangers. It's down to a 198. And this line opened up at a 6 at minus 118. It's down to a 6 at minus 115. So we have a slight move towards the under, and we have a slight move towards the Canadiens. As for the tickets in this game here, we have 52% of the tickets, 97% of the cash is on the Rangers, yet the lines move towards the Habitons. And we have 75% of the tickets and 97% of the cash is on the over in this game as well. And when I cap this game, I have this game projected for Shesterkin and Montembeault, and I have this game pretty close. I have the Rangers around minus 135, minus 140 road favorites in this game. The Rangers coming in off of that win against Chicago. We all had the Rangers in some way, shape, or form in that game after that embarrassing loss against the Hurricanes. And with Montreal, I mean, where do you want them? You want them at home, right? You want them as a home dog. And I mean, they're 7-10-1 actually at home this year, and they're 9-7-3 on the road. Montreal, they're a team that is staying competitive. Like I mentioned heading into the season, that Montreal is a team where obviously they're not in a playoff spot. They're not going to make the playoffs, but they're not like completely out of it yet. I mean, they're 7 points behind a playoff spot, but like they're a team that they're gonna win their share of games, and they're gonna be competitive, especially at home. And at this number, I took plus 180 with the Montreal Canadiens. I thought this line should have been a little bit closer, and I see value with Montreal, so I went and took it. I'm on Montreal plus 180 in the spot.
And I'll say, because it's the cluster of teams down there, Montreal, Buffalo, Columbus, none of them are out of it. None of them are completely out of out of anything, because you look what the Kraken's look what the Kraken's done.
Look what the Oilers did.
Look what the Oilers did. Well, I mean, the Oilers aren't in a playoff spot anymore, but Kraken, they were in the dumps. 10 straight games with a point. Boom, they're right back in it. So these are teams that definitely could. I'm on Montreal tonight. I took Montreal. Yes, Habs and Caulfield anytime goal. Because why not? That's what I ran with this game. Caulfield, is the best player on the team, so I'm gonna take his goal scorer prop. So that's where I went, was Montreal and Caulfield.
Yeah, Caulfield, Suzuki, Anderson, just a couple of guys. Slafkovsky is another guy to look at if you want props.
Yep. Let's go back to the chat. I've lost good units backing Montreal this year.
Me too, but I mean,
Montreal's coming off of a loss to the best team in hockey, so don't shame them. If Sabres got 6 on the Habs, sounds like an over, eh? Could be an over. Rangers puck line. When I bet the Rangers, they 100% screw me. Give me the Canadiens. No, bet the Rangers. Bet the Rangers today. Trocheck, anytime score. I'm only saying bet the Rangers so that I can catch Montreal. Anyways, I like this game, Nick.
Yeah, and I said this is my when somebody asked they have the 25% boost, what play? This is the one right here, and I did a free pick video on it last night, and let's get into it here. We have the Columbus Blue Jackets, and we have the Minnesota Wild. We have the Wild as minus 125, minus 130 road favorites in this game, with a total of 6 in this spot. Taking a look at this number, this line opened up at a 6 at minus 121. It's down to a 6 at minus 116. So we have a 5-cent line movement towards the under in this game. And we had this line opened up at a 121 for the Wild. It's actually up to a 124 now. I don't understand what people see. We have 35% of the tickets, 67% of the cash is on the Columbus Blue Jackets here in this spot. So the sharp bets are coming in on Columbus. 56% of the tickets, 64% of the cash on the over, yet the line's moving towards the under, which is kind of interesting there. And I have the wrong team favorite in this game. I mean, I have Columbus as a slight favorite in this spot. Why they are a dog completely boggles me. Because when we look at this Minnesota Wild team, what I intend on doing with the Minnesota Wild for the next week or so, with all these players out, is taking my foot and stepping on their throat. Like, this is a team that I'm looking to bet against until further notice. They have no Yotis Brodin, one of their best defensive defensemen. They're missing their captain, Jared Spurgeon, their leading scorer, Kirill Kaprizov, their starting goaltender, Philip Gustafsson, one of their top goal scorers in Matt Zuccarello, is questionable for this game. He may be back. And now Marcus Foligno, one of their good middle forwards, is questionable as well. This team is beat up, and they are borderline an AHL team with all of these injuries. So until further notice, I'm going to keep betting against the Wild, and especially when I can get this Columbus Blue Jackets team as a dog. So give me Columbus here on this spot. I got my plus 110.
I'm in. I'm hopping in the boat with you. Columbus money line. Wild team total over and Fantilli. Wild team total under 3.5 and Fantilli anytime point by Nick. In this one, this is just a fade team right now for the Wild. And I'm sorry, Terry. I mean, Terry said himself. This Wild team is looking a little bit rough right now. They've lost 4 straight games. And they've scored a solid 6 goals in the last 4 games. So just rough times for them. But this is a Columbus spot. Give me Fantilli and Wild under 3.5 goals.
That's not a bad look either. The Wild under 3.5 goals. I have them projected for 3.4. So, I mean, I would actually project this game to be a little bit of an over. So maybe a Columbus team total over rather than a Minnesota team total under. Because with Fleury starting, with their top defenseman out, I can see them struggling to score goals.
Okay. Yeah, I 100%. That's why I was kind of just talking. Jackets, a live dog here. Wild gets $0 from me.
Yep, absolutely.
Wild are in danger of the cap floor. You can buy odds boost tokens in the MGM store. But they limit your bet size to $50 or $25. Yikes. Nick, you convinced me to lay some on Columbus. Wouldn't have known that injury information. Glad I come here. There you go. All right, Nick. I will say the Sabres this year are 1-10. The Sabres last year were 1-10-4 after a win. The Sabres this year are 0-0-0 in 2024 after a win. Let's get it.
Okay. I'll start off by saying I'm going to challenge them to win 2 in a row first. Let's get into it here. We have the Buffalo Sabres and the Pittsburgh Penguins. This line opened up at a 164. Got up to a 178. There's been buyback on Buffalo here. It's back down to a 160. So it's a slight move towards Buffalo since the opening line. Line opened up 6.5 minus 118 to 6.5 at minus 125. So we have a slight move towards the over. We have a slight move towards Buffalo in this spot here. And we have 82% of the tickets, 87% of the cash is on the over in this spot here. We have 11% of the tickets and 90% of the cash is on Buffalo money line. But not many people are going to lay minus 165, minus 170. And then 50-50 on the puck line tickets here in this spot. My numbers have Pittsburgh as $2 favorites in this game. I have moved on Pittsburgh minus 1 at minus 106. And one thing that does kind of concern me is Pittsburgh struggles at this price tag. When they're big home favorites, they've actually not been the greatest of winning games or covering. But with that being said, Pittsburgh's starting to figure it out. They won last game 6-5. We cashed a ticket with them there. They arguably, if they would have played slightly better in the first period, should have beat Boston. And we'd be talking about Pittsburgh potentially on a 5-game winning streak and an 8-game point streak. And on the flip side, Buffalo, we all know the narrative with Buffalo this year. And it's pretty simple.
Well, last year.
This season, smart ass. They haven't won back-to-back games since October the 29th and November the 1st.
So there's no chance to do it again.
I'm not saying that. I am not saying that. What I will say is I'll put my money where my mouth is. Buffalo, prove me wrong. Show me you are able to win multiple hockey games in a row, and I won't fade you on it right after a win. I'm on the Pittsburgh Penguins -1 in this game, -106. until they prove to me otherwise, Buffalo can't win 2 games in a row, and I'm gonna bet against them until they prove to me that they can. So I'm on Pittsburgh -1. Pittsburgh has been playing much better hockey as of late, as much as that pisses me off. But if Pittsburgh is going to be winning hockey games, I'm going to be betting them here. So Pittsburgh -1, -106 for me.
Pittsburgh's also coming off of a win against one of the best teams in hockey. We'll throw that out there, but
yeah,
I'm on the Sabres, and I'm getting some nice plus money with it.
Also, it's going to be Lokinen in that. My bad. I meant to mention that. I got the notification. It's Ukko-Pekka Lokinen in that. It's not Devin Levi.
Levi has been the better goaltender, but I think that the Sabres will be able to go in and beat Pittsburgh. I think it's a little bit of a letdown spot for Pittsburgh after a big win versus Boston. Because what's a bigger game for the Penguins, Boston or Buffalo? Boston. So I think it's a little bit of a letdown spot for them. And it worked, and this worked for last game, Nick. Not taking any goal scorer props. Tuck assist. Thompson assist. Skinner assist. Dahlin assist. Tuck, 145. Thompson, 160. 185 for Skinner. 105 for Dahlin. I'm not taking any specific goal scorers. I'm just taking some assist props, especially. And if we can see this from Buffalo, because we saw this against Montreal, that power play is starting to work. Like they were starting to get something going on that power play. If they're able to work that again, it could be a very long night for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Give me the Sabres.
Good luck. I absolutely no interest in Buffalo. I was actually kind of leaning team total over 3.5 for Pittsburgh as well.
Buffalo needs to ride Levi. Granato has to let the kid build some momentum. Don't throw UPL in tonight. Come on.
He already did.
He's already confirmed. But you got it makes Sabres don't play again until Tuesday when they play home against the Kraken.
They're already done with all their games against the Islanders, right?
No, they play in like March or something. They played 2 games earlier on. They split them both.
Yeah.
No Levi, no Buffalo. That's what all I'm hearing is the narrative of they've only won back-to-back games once. So that's riding that all season long. That's everybody's narrative now. So Buffalo is totally schizophrenic. Can't trust them. Pittsburgh takes days off. I will pass. Yep. Crosby for a point. That's it. No Crosby point. Yes, I will bet Sabres here if they were able to win 2 in a row and had Levi. Sure. Gunzel, anytime score. Fine. Sabres money line. Sabres playoffs. Jack Quinn makes that second line dangerous. I have seen a resurgence in that second line with Peterka, with Cousins, with Quinn. That kid line is solid with Quinn now. So that's just another. So if the Tuck Thompson Skinner line doesn't go off, you got that line and it looks good. So yes, I think the Sabres with Quinn back, finally getting chemistry. With that top line back, finally getting chemistry again. The Sabres team could be deadly down the stretch. Plus, they have the schedule to do it. So, all right, Nick, let's keep rolling.
All right, now that we're off the delusional Buffalo talk, we'll move on to another delusional franchise here, the Toronto Maple Leafs. -295 road favorites against the San Jose Sharks in this game, total of 6 in this spot. Let's get into the line history in this one here, where we have this line open up at a 271. It's up to 288, so a line move towards the Maple Leafs here in this one. Line opened up at a 6 at -121. It's down to a 6 at -108, which is kind of concerning because I did take some over in this game. And let's take a look at the cash flow in this game. 63% of the tickets, 98% of cash on the under. So I guess that explains the line move towards the under in this spot. 90% of the tickets are on the Maple Leafs, 80% of the tickets on the Maple Leafs puck line. No cash flow on either. Obviously, I'm not interested in -295 road favorites, especially the Toronto Maple Leafs. My interest in the Sharks, not really. Maybe if you're interested in the Sharks, you take the team total over 2.5 at +115. That's the only way I think they're bettable in this game is the Sharks team total. If you're looking at them that way. I have this game projected at a 7. I thought this was going to be a 6.5. I'm on the over. I'm on the over 6 in this spot here. I think we see goals, obviously, but I mean, it's minus 150 for the over 3.5 for the Maple Leafs, but I have the Maple Leafs projected for 4.11 goals. I have Kakkonen and Martin Jones projected in net. Martin Jones, limited sample size. He's been okay, all things considered. And the Toronto Maple Leafs have played a little bit more of a defensive structure around him on the road here. That being said, 6, I think, is just too low of a number here for this spot. So I'm going to be on the I'm on Toronto, San Jose over 6 in this spot.
I'm on the over as well. I'll make this quick because I want to kind of run through games and stuff because there's still a bunch left and it's already noon. I'm on the over. I'm on Toronto puck line. Matthews over his points. Marner over his points, which are 1.5 each, plus 115, plus 125, and Knives to get a point at plus 110. Kind of just I'm thinking that we're gonna get Toronto because I know you're super high on Florida. I think Toronto still has a chance to make a run and win that division. So I like the Leafs tonight and the over, and a bunch of player props on the Leafs as well.
Fair. Yeah.
LOL. Everybody's laughing at your delusional thing for the Leafs. Martin Jones revenge game.
Yeah, that's right.
Who is he on? He played for the Sharks.
He was a Shark. Yeah.
All right, Nick. Let's head to the hometown team.
Yeah, and let's get into this one here. And there's a beautiful thing about this game that I'm really eager on, and I will say I haven't yet. I will be on the St. Louis Blues in this game.
I'm not.
Yes, we had the Carolina Hurricanes and the St. Louis Blues. Hurricanes open up 195 favorites. They're down to a 187. Line open up at a 6 at minus 107, down to a 6.5 minus 108, down to a 107. So a 1 cent line move it towards the under here in this game, which is kind of interesting. 67% of the tickets are on the over, and no cash flow. And we have 69% of tickets, 99% of cash on the Blues here in this spot. And lines move towards St. Louis here in this spot. And when it comes to this game, for me, it's pretty simple. And I'm probably going to double down on St. Louis here. I'm probably going to have them money line and team total over. And that's exactly where I'm actually, I'm not probably, I am going to have them in those two ways. Because of who is in net for the Carolina Hurricanes. I am looking to fade Antti Ranta. I think that is the way to bet against the Hurricanes. And yes, I understand the Hurricanes have been playing much better as of late. I well noticed that. This is also the second half of a back-to-back for them. They were in Washington last night. Now they head back to Carolina today. And I like the Blues as a dog. The Blues are a team I'm looking to back as a dog. And that's exactly what I'm going to do here. Plus 160, St. Louis Blues money line. St. Louis Blues team total over 2.5 minus 130.
If this was in St. Louis, fine. That would be okay. In Carolina, I know they're on the second leg of a back-to-back. Don't care. Give me the Canes. I'm on Carolina puck line plus 130. I did grab some player props in this one. 3 of them, Nick. You want to take a guess on 2 of them?
Aho, Svechnikov, and it's probably like Natchez.
Bunting. Bunting assist at plus 190. Goals for Aho and Svechnikov at 150 and 160, respectively. I'm not super high on this Blues team like you are. So I'm not high on the Canes either, but the Canes have been playing better as of late. So sign me up for Canes puck line. Aho, Svechnikov, Bunting.
Fair.
Hello. Let's jump real quick, Nick. With NBA,
I have nothing in the NBA.
We'll just talk one game then.
All right, have fun.
We'll just talk the Celtics Pacers game. That's it. Sorry, go ahead with this one.
3 games left. The Dallas Stars and the Nashville Predators. Something I haven't really looked. I mean, this is not a game I'm particularly interested in. Let's break it down, see if there is an angle behind this game or not. Where we have this line open up 173 for the Stars. It's down to a 157. So we have a move towards the Preds in this game. Line open up at a 6.5 at plus 102. and it's now a 6.5 at -101. So to move towards the over and to move towards the Stars in this game, and Preds in this game, we have 14% of the tickets, 72% of the cash is on the Preds. So the big bets coming in on Nashville, which makes sense why the line's moving towards Nashville in this game. 47% of the tickets, 84% of the cash is on the over in this one as well. And the line moving slightly towards the over in this game as well. And Scott Wedgwood will be starting, I believe, his 11th consecutive game with for the Stars in this one, because they really don't have a backup for this game or on their squad right now with Ottinger out. I have this game projected for 6.8 goals, so it's a lean towards the over here for me. I have this game projected with the Stars around 135, 140, so it's a slight lean towards the Preds for me. But it's no play on this one. I think this is an interesting game, competitive game, and not one with much of an edge. So pass.
Who is their backup?
Matt Murray.
Okay. This is the only game I passed on. I didn't get to anything in this one, Nick.
Sure.
Let's keep rolling.
Yeah, and talk about and sometimes in the NHL, it's not the teams you want to bet on; it's the teams you want to bet against. And this is a team I want to bet against. Let's get into it.
The Islanders?
We have the Vegas Golden Knights hosting the New York Islanders. Let's line open up at a 148, it's down to a 140. So we even moved towards the New York Islanders here on this spot. Line open up at a 6 at -104, it's up to a 6 at -110. So we have a move towards the over, and we have a move towards the New York Islanders. 47% of the tickets, 67% of the cash is on the over. 45% of the tickets, 48% of the cash is on New York in this game here. And I have this game at a pick'em. I have Vegas as a 115 favorite in this spot. I have moved on the New York Islanders at +125. And this is very similar. Now, not super similar, but kind of similar to the Minnesota Wild. Except for it's not an injury thing. They are playing soft right now, the Vegas Golden Knights. Their offense is listless, and this is a team I'm looking to bet against at the moment until they figure it out. This is a team that has scored 1 goal in their last 2 games. They have lost 6 of their last 7. Their only win somehow was against the LA Kings. They lose to the Panthers. They lose that game against the Kraken. They lost 4 games on the road against Anaheim, Florida, Tampa Bay, and Carolina. And I think this is a good spot for the Islanders. The Islanders coming in off of a nice win against the Arizona Coyotes, 5-1. They're starting to figure it out. Sorokin's starting to play a little bit better. And I saw a number here for the Islanders. And when you look at goaltending this year, the New York Islanders as a team are second in the NHL in goals saved above average. So anybody saying it's Sorokin is the problem this year, or Sorokin's not having a good year, obviously does not watch New York Islander hockey or follow any of the numbers behind New York Islander hockey. It's their defense this year. It's not their goaltending. Sorokin's been a stud this year. And just his numbers are not representative of how good he's truly played because of the defense in front of him, which is shocking considering what we've seen from the Islanders in previous years. But I don't think the Islanders should be this big of underdogs, and I got the Islanders at +125.
Originally, I was looking towards Vegas. I ended up just taking the over. Over 6 at -110. I just see goals in this game. And you mentioned Islanders defense has not been great. And Vegas defense has not been great lately. I did grab some player props on each side too. Islanders play, Nick, as per usual. Bo, Barzell, point parlay, +165. If one scores, the other one gets the assist. It happens. The other guy is Asshole, anytime goal, +145. Sorry, his name is pronounced Eichel, not Asshole. Same thing. So I took his goal at +145. So over Eichel, and then the Bo Barzell point parlay. Islanders, and he says go Golden Knights. There you go, occupancy. Go Golden Knights. Let's head to the second last game of the day, and then we'll talk over one NBA game because that's the only game I'm betting today.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to this game. I don't know if I will, but let's get into it. I would like to get involved in this game, but let's take a look here. Edmonton Oilers and Ottawa Senators minus 203 was the opening line, down to a 197 for Edmonton. So we have a move towards Ottawa in this game. We have this line opened up at a 7 minus 106. It's now a 7 minus 111. Taking a look at the cash flow in this game, 94% of the tickets, 57% of the tickets is on the Oilers money line, 92% of the tickets, 51% of the cash on the puck line. So Oilers super public in this game, and the line moving against them. Now that I don't care about that stuff in hockey. And that one, 85% of the tickets, 94% of the cash on the over in this game as well. And I have this game projected at a 7. So I think that line's right, and I have this game projected at around minus 180 for the Oilers. So overall, I think everything line-wise is correct in this game, and I really don't have too much interest in this spot. So I'll end with a pass. I'll be focusing on, I guess, New York, Vegas in the late game there. And to touch on a comment, I think maybe the draw in that Islander game. I failed to mention it, but maybe the draw could be a look there.
I will say I like the Senators tonight. Plus 170. I feel like we're getting a good enough price on it. Canadian teams play. I feel like the Canadian teams play competitive games against each other. So a plus 170 just feels like there's value. I still don't feel like Edmonton's all the way back yet. And I'm also on the under 7. And I know you shook your head at me. I probably said something weird with Edmonton.
Yeah,
seven. They've won 6 in a row.
They've won 6 in a row, and they've won 1, 2, 3, 4,
yeah,
5, 6, 7, 8.
You know what? Take that away.
14 of their last 17 games. I think they're back. 14 and 3 your last 17. I think you're back.
I'm still sprinkling on Senators and the under. I did not mean to make that comment. My bad.
Fair. I want to look at draws here too.
Can we see OT? Sure. Oilers in regulation.
I think Oilers win this game.
Yes, you could see a draw in the Islanders game. Earle, you should just bring up that picture you took of Jack anytime you mention him for his props. Yes, I have to. Senators money line. Yes. Over in Oilers puck line. No. Check it out. The Funk Soul Brother right about now. Sorry. Columbus wild draw. No, I don't think.
Yeah, no, I can see it.
No, I feel like Columbus scores at least 3, and I don't think they can come up with it. You're forgiven, Tim. Thank you, Cameron. Fleury has lost 4 straight. Beautiful.
Yes, I'm betting against Fleury.
All right, Nick, we're gonna make this NBA segment very, very quick. Okay,
go for it.
Celtics, Pacers. Celtics a 5.5-point favorite. 247.5 is the total. Nick, what do we do? What do we do in Pacer games?
You take them over.
We take them over the total, and we move on. I'm on the over. 23-11 to the over this year. That's still north of 66%. Not to mention 3 out of the last 4. I also kind of lean towards the Pacers in this game, because the Pacers have won 6 straight games. So I kind of lean that way. I'm not going to touch it. I'm just going to grab the over in this game. So there you go. Quick little NBA segment. And I'll say for Knicks, Wizards, Jazz, and Philly, Milwaukee, and Houston, pass. No, thank you.
Yep.
Over, yes. Oh, damn. The Pacers are playing tonight. Downtown's going to be popping. There you go. Over on the Pacers. Sure. That is all the games for today. And you know what, Nick? We haven't played this clip in a little bit. So what we have to do now?
Housekeeping.
If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the good stuff. Check out all the links in the description. Those are the important ones: YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. I did post out all the free pick videos on the TikTok today. So let's get it. I still have to start doing more with Instagram though, but maybe we'll see. If you guys are interested in becoming a member of the channel, $5.99 a month, 16 cents a day. I put out all of the plays for today. I gave out 4 free college basketball plays. The rest of the 12, which one of them was already started with, the North Carolina Tar Heels plus 3.5. They're currently up 11-6 on Clemson at the moment. We also have NC Central going right now, which is -2. That was one of the free plays. We got 11 other plays right there. So about $1 a play, and you get an additional month for everything else. Which normally on Picks and Parleys, it's like $300 something, which we don't make the prices there. I will say that. But if you guys, this is kind of a appreciation thing for anybody who watches. So if you guys want all the college basketball plays right there, Picks and become a member. Pacers. I can see the Pacers. Flames, Jazz and Wizards first half. Good luck. I was trying to sign up on YT, but couldn't get there. Are you on a phone or a computer? Are you on a phone or computer? Utah State. Yes, Utah State is one of the free plays today that I put up as a community tab. Recap for today. Both the dogs in the NFL. We're riding with them. I'm gonna post out all my plays for hockey on Twitter and on I'm just gonna put them on Twitter today. I'm not gonna put them on the the YouTube, just because we've already got a couple things up on YouTube. I don't want to mess with the algorithm and all that stuff. So they'll all be up on my Twitter page. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you're following that. I can't post it all like that. Got it. So I'm not going to go and break down all that. And then Pacers over. Nick?
Yeah, and I end up I just added 3 draws to my card as well, so I'll go over those as well.
Go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead.
For the NFL, we're rocking with both dogs, as Tim mentioned there. In the NHL, big card. First draw I added, Philadelphia, Calgary, draw plus 300. I'm also on the Calgary Flames at -110. I'm on the Florida Panthers even money. I'm on the over 6, Toronto and San Jose. I'm on under 6.5 with Vancouver, New Jersey. Pittsburgh -1. Second draw of the day, I have the Columbus, Minnesota draw plus 315. That has a track history of draws as well. 4 of the last 5 matchups between Minnesota and Columbus have gone to overtime. Columbus has been an overtime machine. I'm going to keep betting Columbus to go to overtime. And then the Blue Jackets as well. Montreal Canadiens plus 180. St. Louis Blues plus 160. And the team total over 2.5 plus -130. Draw number 3 and the last game that I have bet on the day. The Islanders plus 125 and the draw at plus 315 as well.
There you go. Fernando, if you got to do that on the computer. That's why. I don't know how to do it on phone, so you got to do it on the computer. That's going to do it for this edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. We'll be back tomorrow with another one. Peace out, guys. Let's go Sabres.